I'd like to share with you on this week's Parshas Vayera something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Yitzchok Zatzal. Rabbi Yitzchok has a beautiful diuk. No Mefarshim explained this, that if you look by Avram, Yitzchok, Yaakov, you see that the Torah changes a certain word, an expression. And Rabbi Yitzchok gives a beautiful explanation to this. This week's Parshas, we have three malachim came to Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu prepared a whole meal for them. And then it says, he was standing next to them, tachas eitz, to serve them, to help them, vayochelu, and they were eating. So it uses the word achila. By Yankov, also, in the end of Parshas Vayetze, it says that vayochlu sham alagal, Yankov invited his sons to eat, and says the words vayochlu. It says vayizbechu later, they brought karbonos, and they were eating. Uses the word expression achila. By Yitzchok, it's different. When Avimelech came to Yitzchok and Parshas told us, over there it uses the word vayas lehem mishteh. He made for them a party, a feast. The Rebbe's father says the word mishteh comes from the word shtetiya, drinking. You serve wine, of course you eat too, but they emphasize the drinking part, the mishteh. When Avram Avinu also made a party for a big banquet when Yitzchok was 2 years old, it says also over there, B'yoim higomel es Yitzchok, when Yitzchok finished his nursing period, he also made a mishteh, a big banquet, a big party. Uses the word also shtia when it's concerning Yitzchok. So we see in the Torah over here, by Yitzchok he uses always shtia, mishteh, party, the drinking part. And by Yankov, and especially by Avram, he uses the word achila. What's the difference? Why? Explains Rabbi Yitzchok something very, very beautiful. In Chassidus it explains, when a person eats, for instance, bread is the main sustenance that a person should live with. You have to have food, solids. When a person drinks water, beverages, it's here, a person can't live on drinking only. You have to have the food, the solids, and then the drinking helps for the digestive system. Because if I eat bread, a person eats bread, it's too coarse. It must be broken up, diluted, and separated its particles until it's able to digest in a proper way. So the water, the liquid, is here to separate the particles. But the main sustenance is achila. So it explains the difference in general between achila and shtiya. Eating and drinking is similar to chesed and gevur. Hashem's true kindness when he gives a person food, like we say in our benching, Hazonah So'ilam, B'chein, B'chesed, B'rachamim, with kindness and with mercy. You only say that when you have bread, not when I drink. Because bread is the main, lechem, is the main sustenance that is the kindness of Hashem that gives us energy to live. So that's Hashem's kindness, chesed. Then comes the shtia, the liquid, and that's like gvura, separating the particles. It shouldn't be all together. Separates it in order to help a person to digest it easier. And that's what we find, says Rabbi Yitzchok, that bread or solids, which are dry, foods are basically dry, bread especially, it doesn't accept tumah. But if an impure person touches it, it won't become tameh unless it got contacted with liquid. Only liquid can make something tameh, as explains in the Chumash and Parshas Shmini. Won't go and do it now. So food is chesed, and shetiya is similar to gvur, where it separates the particles, and you don't have the entire package, so to say, at once. And once it explains the Chassidus. Once you're separating the flow of Hashem, the oil of Hashem, that gives room already of it's all not together. You don't have the entire revelation. That gives room already for concealment. Now it explains the Chassidus so beautiful. Avraham Avinu is midas chesed. He was so kind. Yitzchok, he was gevura. That's why he had never left Eretz Yisrael, and he was blind as most of his life. A sign of separating, elevating from this physical world, like fire. Yaakov, it says he was Teferes beauty, which is also rachamim, similar to chesed, which is like giving. So chesed, the nature of that virtue of that midah is to give unlimited. Yaakov Teferes also wants to give with a measure. But Yitzchok is gevura, separating, holding back. And now you see how beautiful it is. That in the Torah hinted it. Any time you have about Avraham Avinu himself, this week's Parsha says Achila. When it comes to Yaakov, also Achila. But every time it speaks about Yitzchok made a party of Yasla Mishta. He made a party for him and Avimelech. Also when he was 2 years old, Avraham made Mishta in the honor of Yitzchok. Always uses the word shtia, which is gevura. So you see, it's so beautiful how it fits with who we're talking about. By Avraham and Yaakov, he uses the word expression achila, which is chesed and rachamim. That's what we say in our Hazon Soil Kule Betuve Bechein Bechesed of rachamim, hinting to Avraham and Yitzchok, Avraham and Yaakov. That's chesed and rachamim. But by Yitzchok, he always uses the term shtia, drinking, symbolizing the midah of gevura, which is the midah of Yitzchok.